You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 282.
282, man. I'm 38 special again this week, man.
Yes, sir. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast, and our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On X, I'm JON2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Round of applause.
Yes.
Round of applause. My guy, Ralph,
man.
how you feeling, man? We back another week.
Another week, man. It's the reason why I keep referring to myself as 38 special, because I feel like a 38-year-old man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just
that's beautiful.
enjoying the time that I do have to myself. Maybe, because right now it's just kind of like a down season per se. Like, not too much fraternal involvement and stuff like that. Not too much, not too many birthday parties and stuff like that you got to attend.
Yep.
That kind of ramps up in September.
Yeah, in the fall. Yeah, once the fall kick off.
Fall kick off, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like, going to, local high school games and, going to, road tripping and stuff like that. So let me enjoy
for sure
this while I have it to
For
myself.
sure.
I was like, it's boring. Then you have to think about it. Enjoy your boring.
Man, what? Listen,
enjoy that.
You just enjoyed your birthday.
Yes.
Do you feel like the summer's been kind of quiet? Like, you feel like you haven't been out as much this summer?
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah.
It's been a very, very quiet summer because my birthday is the end of July. So I would say like after the 4th until now.
Yeah.
After July 4th until now. And I ain't do nothing on the 4th. So it's like, why am I even counting that? You might as well say Juneteenth.
Right.
And listen, and if that's the case, I ain't do nothing then. So you know what? The summer has been extremely uneventful.
No, that's real. From Memorial Day to now, ain't
ain't
really
been
much going on.
Because I haven't had any summer travel plans, so that wasn't in my necessarily on my bingo card for this year.
Right.
So it's just been quiet. I didn't have anything planned, so we just here, bro.
For sure. Have you seen on Instagram or any social media where there's this page that leaves random sums of money throughout the city? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
I think it's called Cash something St. Louis.
Wow.
But yeah, like they'll leave $50 here, $60 there. But recently they just left $250 on a flagpole outside of a community center not too far from the house. And I seen it. They posted 52 seconds ago. And I looked it up and it was 10 minutes from my house. And now this is on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So I hopped in the car. This had to be at like 4 p.m. or something like that. Hopped in the whip, drove over there. Not there.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like it's like hundreds of people out there like running up to the flagpole looking. Now at this point, I know it's not there anymore, but I'm just watching people.
But it's like, do you want to be the person that kind of climbs the flagpole and get the money?
Oh no, it ain't up high. It's just
Oh,
okay.
It's
I'm
right
like,
I thought they made it some Legend of Hidden Temple shit, some double dare shit. Like, to the top. I'm like,
that's great. Now you got to come with a ladder and shit.
Then you got to get back down to
Right.
the people with $200. Who knows, man? Somebody might get you,
man. But like, it was dope to see. It felt like a real life scavenger hunt, right? Like it was cool. And then they posted the results the next day, and the person that got it had gotten it within 2 minutes of it being up. So it was like, clearly I had no chance.
It must have been somebody outside. Like,
Man, look,
somebody at the community center already.
Something. But no, it was dope though, because I had been seeing this maybe for about 6 months now.
Yeah.
And for it to be so close to where I live, it's like, damn, let me at least try. Yeah. And I was already off work. I was working at home that day. I was like, shit, let me drive through, see what's up.
Hey man.
But yeah, that was cool though. That was cool. So anyway, one more thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the drive-in theater?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Same. Well, I just went this past weekend, just date night, something to do.
Mm.
Over in Belleville, Skyview Drive-In.
I'm about to say that's the only one.
Literally looks the exact same from when I was a kid, and all those nostalgic feelings just came back. So just being able to just be there and watching movies, like, damn, I feel like a kid again, right? So that was just cool. I just wanted to shout that out because just doing stuff I haven't done in so long and just re-experiencing these things as an adult just kind of just felt good. Felt good.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of over movies. Like, I want to see movies, but the whole movie experience is kind of stupid at this point.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I would love to, well, except for like those big blockbusters, right? Like Jurassic World, like it was a cool movie, but to experience that for the first time at home would probably be
But honestly, well, take Jurassic off the part. I mean, take them off the thing.
Okay.
You used to seeing dinosaurs on the screen. How many times can that dinosaur wow you? You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
Facts.
It it does have to be a superhero film, but like something like I would dare say one dimensional is like Jurassic World franchise. I'm straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to. And this is come by. I'm gonna watch it when it hits streaming, but I felt like
you seen enough.
Yeah,
you seen enough in theaters.
It underperformed anyway. So
outside of comic book movies, right?
Yeah.
What's the one genre of movie that can like get you
horror?
Okay.
Horror cooks up in movie theaters.
Okay.
Like I think those types, but like like the regular run of the mill, like maybe like a action films, yeah, for sure. But what kind of action? John Wick action or like Under Siege or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Where we blowing some shit up. Die hard. Like respect to John Wick. I love John Wick, but I'm just saying.
I was gonna say, so which one of those gets you in the theater faster?
Some with some, man,
explosions and shit.
Explosions. Yeah, more explosions.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just put
Michael Bay in there.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you.
Because it has to, something like that has to make sense for a big screen.
Yeah.
Like that's why I guess like the IMAX and certain superhero films, like you got to see those. But like, did you have to see the Batman in movie theaters?
Hell no.
I did. Like, it be shit like that, but it's like, but you go see it though. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, for sure.
But it's certain ones. You like, man.
Listen, man. He was a straight detective in that movie. I could have seen that at home.
That's Law and Order, man.
Like
that's for
Law and Order and CSI.
Man,
both.
all that, man. But nah, that's an interesting conversation. We should like really get into that one day.
Bet. Say less.
All
say
right.
less.
But I got, hey man, off the dome. I got one for you, bro. Might be a bit controversial.
Okay.
Music question. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man. They be inducting people, right?
True.
And we get into that space where we're starting to run out of people, right? I always say we run out of niggas.
Yeah.
That's like my little catchphrase. But there are a few people out there that are actually deserving of it.
Okay.
But my question to you is, do you think that a certain person will get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that one person is Robert Sylvester Kelly?
Great question.
I know I went all the way around the
and that's okay. That's okay. Damn. Let me say this: if the trial, all the allegations, if all that information had never come out and things,
it'd be a no-brainer.
I feel like he would already be in there.
Yeah,
he will already be there.
It's a no-brainer.
I can see a timeline where he does get inducted. I can see that, but it won't be it'll be long after he passes away. Like it'll be, let's just say 25, 30, 40 years in the future when he does. Like he delayed his induction by half a century, probably.
So pretty much he'll be like, he's more than deserving if we're just talking about music catalog.
For
right?
sure.
Music catalog, impact, all the criteria that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame puts out, right? But he Pete Rose himself, right? Pete Rose didn't get into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's arguably one of the best players we've ever had, but he stepped on the work. He did what he did with the the betting and all that stuff. So they didn't get him in there until posthumously.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the boat R.Kelly is in. So it is what it is. Like he's a musical legend, musical icon, however you want to slice that thing. But he stepped on getting his flowers by being the nasty man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that nastiness just won't get you celebrated until you pass away, which is quite unfortunate.
Right. Damn, that's No, so yeah, he's absolutely going to get inducted. It's just he just delayed it. He delayed it by years, decades.
So, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, man. All right. So for my off the dome, there's always these random like art pages and all these extra things that pop up on the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I recently came across a post that showed a drawing of a superhero rapper mashup. It was Tyler the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
As Green Lantern,
okay,
which I thought, damn, that's tight. I like this. So it got me thinking. I wanted to ask you, what superhero rapper mashup can you see, or what would you put together?
I will put. This is weird because it just came to me. It's off the dome, of course, right? J. Cole and Sabretooth.
Ooh, okay.
Because he's already wild looking, wild looking guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I drew the parallels, right? But you know what I'm saying? He's not like a brolic guy, but I think that his rap style can be brolic like a Sabretooth if that's the persona he wanted to take on. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I was actually thinking like Jay-Z is Cyborg, and how I came up with that is Cyborg is like a tech Swiss Army knife, right? He can literally tap into anything electronic based.
Okay.
And with Jay-Z, clearly he's like the GOAT rapper that the culture sees as the GOAT.
Yeah.
But he's been able to tap into so many other industries, not only in entertainment, but also all these other types of industries, NFL, liquor, all this kind of stuff. So the fact that he's able to infiltrate and make these business deals and become the GOAT of these other business ventures as well, I can see him as Cyborg.
Or you can say he's Venom.
Or Venom. Or Venom.
He's a parasite.
Hey, parasite, anti-hero, all kinds of shit.
Look, we talking about shit. Hey man, you can be the anti-hero too.
Facts. That's not as facts.
I don't know.
So
man. But who would be Deadpool? I'm just curious.
What rapper would be Deadpool?
I don't know. It was like I would if this was like the late
ODB.
90s, like I would say like Redman or
yeah,
something like that.
I can see
somebody
that.
like
I can
that.
See that.
Where if we talking about today's generation, I don't know. Not right now.
Jeez.
Like Kendrick acting like that. He acting like that. He fucking menace.
Actually, I can see Kendrick as Wolverine. Like
yeah, you know,
if you get him mad enough, he'll go crazy.
Yeah,
but he be chill for the most part. Yeah. But don't get on his bad side type shit.
Yeah,
and they short.
Then J. Cole being his brother that they lightweight got beef, they be fighting.
See,
you see how that works?
Yeah. Now that's fire. All right, now
you just blurted it out.
Now you know I gotta ask.
What's up?
Who Drake gonna be?
Iceman.
But I was gonna say Jubilee. Kitty Pryde, Nightcrawler type shit.
Right. He's gonna be the Dark Phoenix. That's what we want to be. The baddest bitch.
Right.
That's what we want to be.
That's funny. Nah, that's hilarious.
Ooh.
But yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, all right. But clearly, people, that was off the dome, man. Hey, do y'all think that R.Kelly will get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Let us know your reasons and why.
Yep. And then what rapper superhero mashup could you see? Let us know.
OS Gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk? We got a few topics here on the OS News docket for this week, but we gonna start first with an album review. Not really talked about, and I think that's quite unfortunate. But JID dropped his, I would say, long-awaited album. Is it long-awaited?
I mean, he teased it early this year, so yeah,
it's long-awaited. So God Does Like Ugly. Is that the name?
Yes.
God Does Like Ugly. It came out on Friday. We're here to review. Johnnie, what are your first impressions of the album?
Well, I was able to get through the album fully one time, one good full time, and then just going back and listening to different tracks. But off the one good listen, this is I believe that this is a really good album, really good album. It's more of what I come to expect from JID. JID puts together songs really well. I mean, he can obviously rap his ass off.
Yeah.
He dips in and out of like true rap. Into a little R&B and then some dance. Like he has a little bit of everything that he does in his songs, and that's displayed more on this album. So I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, my first listen, solid project. I think it's very solid. strong, but
Yeah.
we can get into those places where I made love and kind of like not care for some parts. But if we're talking about just as an album, I think that is definitely enjoyable. There are some highs, some lows, in betweens, but we'll get into that. So highs of the album, bro, what you thinking?
So I'm really big on like intro songs,
Yeah.
like the track 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
JID probably has the number 1 or number 2 hardest track of this year to me. Well, maybe number 3. Because I'm about to say Clips.
I was about to say it's clearly number 3. It ain't better than 1995, but that's another story.
Oh shit. Well,
there's not.
I beg to differ.
There's not a debate.
I beg to differ.
He has one line in that song that you care about.
Which one?
The Ceiling Challenge line. I know. Shit. Listen, I know who I'm debating.
Okay. But overall, overall,
no, it's a
very dope intro.
Strong intro.
Before I thought about Birds Don't Sing, I had this behind Don Tripp and Starlito, because I think Don Tripp and
Curse is crazy.
Like, listen, Mad to me the hardest track. So first song of the year goes to them. But other highs, I think the production is good. I don't know, man. That's really all I got, if I'm being honest. Off the first listen.
Yeah.
Just the intro for sure, and I really do love the production.
Yeah. I mean, well, damn, that's pretty much what it is for me too. Like, the intro is strong. The intro is really, really strong. Production works. I think that the features are decent. The rap features. The rap features. I like the and then the song with Black and Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's the one. That's the if JID was shooting for radio, that's the one.
Okay.
That's the one you push. Wholeheartedly, I believe that's the name of it.
Oh, yep, that's it. That's it.
So that's the one. If he's gonna get radio play where you get, people to kind of galvanize and get behind you as an artist, that's the one you need to push. They need to put all that money behind that. Now, we know you can rap, and that's always been the thing that we say here. What's wrong with JID and why is he blah 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 woo woo? He addressed it by saying that the Ceiling Challenge was, people needed that to see that I'm above, my peers, which can be debated.
True,
but you got to start getting at least a song that's very recognizable, because you're trying to go for a mainstream push. If that's not the case, I just go to Freddie Gibbs, rap it, dog. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Just rap.
I'm not mad at that.
And what he wants is the mainstream appeal. And if you want the mainstream appeal, you got to make a radio song. Sorry.
Got you. So I guess are we moving to lows now?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is probably a nitpick, but when albums first release, I need to see the features. I really want to see the features. Like, I don't like the hidden feature thing. Like, it was cool when Kendrick was on the Future Metro album. I get it, maybe why, for shock value, but we didn't need that here. I want to see the features, because listening through the album,
people that only works for big artists. So that's all due respect to JID.
Yeah,
you can't be just putting out a clips feature out your ass,
right? Because I'm like, wait, this sound like Pusha. Like, am I tripping?
And then that last verse from Malice, I was like, oh no, this is Malice. Like, this is brother Malice here. Like,
Jesus,
he been on a tear, but I enjoyed it, but I was just like, yeah, I needed to know too. But then again, we're trained to listen to albums. We listen to it from top to bottom. Listening
to the intro, I don't expect to hear Westside Gunn on this.
Nah,
and that's like the first thing I hear. I'm like,
all.
Wait,
boop, boop, boop,
is
boop.
this Westside?
Yeah,
Did I pick the wrong album? Like, what is this?
Nah, you right.
Like, so not only that, but at least now it looks like the first 5 tracks have features on them. I didn't know that listening to it. At least I couldn't make out Eminem. I could make out Westside Gunn because his voice is so unique. But Lil Yachty, Black, like I need to know these things when listening.
And I'm not the biggest Vince guy, so I know you probably you peaked when you heard him.
I did,
but when I saw the feature pop up, I was like, damn, Vince was on it. Let me go back, and then I was like, okay,
like it made sense.
Okay,
right?
Yeah. Like, no, they that's one of the highs of the album, right? He's a good feature artist. Like, he plays well with a lot of people on here. Like we talked about the Clips joint, the Vince Staples joint. I like Skate.
Skate was cool.
Skate was cool. Like I get what they were doing there.
Mhm.
It's the ode to Atlanta, which we'll get to in another topic, right? But just the JID, Sierra, and R.Kelly, I see what they was doing there.
Yep.
You know, I get it. Don Toliver, like I enjoy what Don Toliver does. I understand Johnny doesn't, but I think that the song was decent. Then wholeheartedly. Then after then, I'm gonna be honest, the album kind of goes up and down for me after that.
So, I think we pretty much in the same place.
Because I say if you gave me 1 through 9, we're talking different.
Yeah,
we're talking a different album,
and that's the other thing. A little too long, a little bit too long.
But it's 57 minutes.
Still,
that's crazy.
Still,
but it's like the Nobu song. Oh, absolutely fucking not. Like you get that shit up out of here. I ain't care about none of that.
You don't care about Jesse Ray?
No, I ain't care about none of that. None of that Carlos Santana, none of whatever they were trying to do.
The guitar, you don't care about the guitar riffs, and they do it for you.
That ain't it, dog.
Too much string.
That wasn't it. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Like you know what I'm saying, my Randy Jazz, that's gonna be a no for me. Absolutely not. I mean, now 12 through 14, you helped me. I enjoyed them, but I felt like he kind of, you know how a rapper writes up.
Mm-hmm.
Like the song started off like, and then his pen immediately got better. But it's like and these are long songs, so we talking about by the middle of the song, he's picking up steam when he's rapping. So it's making me pay attention more. Mm-hmm. I didn't care about the Pastor Troy feature.
He tried to one mic it.
Yeah, like it was. I enjoy Pastor Troy, but in this space,
unnecessary.
No, that wasn't it. That was it almost felt like grunge. You know what I'm saying?
But see, and that's the one thing I think for JID specifically that keeps him from those other conversations is that in his albums he takes those left turns. Yeah. And I think he's done that. I think it's maybe his 4th album. I think he's done it on each album where he takes those turns when it comes to production and the sound and things like that. Yeah. So I think that keeps him from certain conversations. Yeah. Because they're maybe not executed the best.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that wasn't So
it's like acquired taste.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that those songs are bad, but it's just like I felt like with what he was trying to do, he should have came out the gate a little bit stronger with how he rapped. Mm-hmm. But it's not bad. The lyrics aren't bad. It's just like I don't know if it was an energy thing or you're trying to kind of let your feature get their shit off. Like I don't know. Like it just didn't. I don't feel like it was executed well. Yeah. And then for the song to be 5 minutes in today's space, if we had minute 3 and you just start cooking, what was I listening to? That's how I felt.
In the streaming era, that's an automatic skip.
Man,
if you ain't cooking by like 60, 90 seconds,
man, you gotta get to it, big dog. Like you gotta have a long
or the beat gotta be fire,
man, or a crazy like nice intro. Like you got like a saying from a film, and people like kind of let that be your intro. Then you get into the song. I know people have done that before, but yeah.
And looking at the track listing now, and first of all, did you know there's a pre-Lux edition that's out? I think that has like additional song or something. Anyway,
I didn't know that.
That's funny.
No, I didn't know that.
But of the how many tracks was because I'm 15. Looking at 19.
Oh, I had 15. I got 15. I don't have that.
So let's just say of the 15 tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only like 5 don't have features. So that's a feature heavy album.
Yeah.
So that's crazy in itself. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, did I enjoy it? For sure. But this is an album where I'll cherry pick the songs that I'll go back to.
Yeah, I think JID showed that at least here he plays well with features, and he kills features when he's on somebody else's song. Right. But where's the JID song that is just him? You know what I'm saying? That is just solely him. And we can point to this and people go be like, hey, JID Cole, listen to this song.
Right.
And not to say he's not, but we still need that recognizable song from him only. Like I like Wholeheartedly, but they don't have to be a JID song for me to like it.
Right.
That's Ty Dolla $ign and Black.
Yep.
If we keep it a buck. It's just that JID just brings a different energy to it because he's a full-blown rapper.
Yep.
So
yeah, man.
So I guess we, went through highs and lows and everything. So how we rating this out of 5, bro?
Listen, man, going back to last week, man, this is a very enjoyable pack of mid. It really is.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable, but it's just okay. So I gotta give it think I gotta give it a 3. I want to go 2.75, but I feel like it's a little disrespectful, so I'm gonna go 3.
Well,
I'm going 3.
He ain't my guy. 2.75. That's still a C. That's still a C, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I was like, yeah, like the album started off strong, bro. But like you said, the features, and I think toward the end of that album, it just went
just downhill.
Yeah, just down from there, man.
Got you. Damn. Shout out to JID.
Man, shout out to JID, man. But yeah, let's try this out too. Another, not even Atlanta guy, Atlanta artist, but producer based out of Atlanta. He's from St. Louis, but Metro Boomin dropped his futuristic summer mixtape. I want to say 2 weeks ago. But however, it's gotten the conversation going about regionalism in rap. Is that a word?
We're gonna make it one today.
We're gonna make it one today. Our regionalism. That might be the title.
Hey.
Regionalism.
Yep.
But just like the regional culture in rap, like just kind of bringing certain sounds back. So, Johnny, for one, what do you think about that conversation? I guess maybe start with, did you even listen to the Metro Boomin project?
I have not listened to the Metro Boomin project.
Okay.
I have heard clips of some of the songs, and a lot of the discourse that I've seen over social media is that if you're not from Atlanta from a certain time, if you weren't outside at a certain time in Atlanta, you wouldn't understand. There's a lot of features from Atlanta rappers, both known and unknown nationwide, right?
Yeah.
Which I get it. If this is strictly some Atlanta shit, where if you go to the spot in Atlanta that you grew up going to and you hear this and they come on and you get live, like, I'm cool. That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up. So I understand, I guess, the concept of what Metro Boomin was doing with this album, which I think it's a dope thing. Now, I may not get it. I'm going to listen to the album, but I may not understand it. Cool. And if it's for Atlanta, if it's for the South, then it's for them. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I can respect that, not knowing, what the feeling should be,
Yeah. I think the problem is that the fact that we know that Metro Boomin is as big as he is, people were expecting this big grandiose thing and not a love letter to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a time capsule. It's a very period piece type of music.
Right.
And it's not the best period piece. You know what I'm saying? It's not the best period of Atlanta. But you know what I'm saying? We enjoy it because that's just what we came up on. Like that's me and Johnny's outside music per se. Like that's the swag era, all that futuristic stuff. You know what I'm saying? When we was outside for real, that's the music that ran like the club scenes and stuff like that style.
Right.
So yeah, I went and listened to it, and then this is something that would have benefited from the feature thing. You know what I'm saying? Like listen to features like Metro Boomin. I don't ever expect Metro to rap.
Yeah.
I don't expect Metro to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just listening to the songs, and then I know it's crazy, right? This is for somebody that's my age, somebody that grew up or was outside at the time that I was outside. So you should think I should love it, right?
Yeah,
I was like, this feels like a task.
But you know what though?
But I wasn't expecting to hear that either.
Hearing you say that, yeah, we grew up during that time, right? But we only really got the mainstream version of what that is. And I would imagine that for lack of a better term, the local Atlanta scene, yeah, they know the Lil Johns, the Scrappies, and all that, but it may be some other shit strictly in Atlanta that we may not have even caught on to. Well, and maybe that's what this album is. Well, or part of it.
Yeah. Now, you cop and please for those people, right? But I think we're tapped in a little bit more, especially from us being in the South around that time or coming out of it, right? So we still would have been tapped into mixtape circuits, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if that ain't your thing.
And again, this is me coming from the point that I ain't even heard it yet. So
yeah. But I mean, you got Travis Porter, you got Young Dro, you got Rich the Kid, you got people from a certain time frame of Atlanta. So
this is them.
Yeah.
This is them.
The people you know. So Young not Young Scooter, but it's like Rocco. It's like people like in this one era of Atlanta.
Damn. All right, now I gotta listen.
Yeah,
I have to listen.
Yes, but Travis Porter and Young Dro, you had me. Like, I always say Travis Porter walked so Migos could run. You know what I'm saying? I always said that. But
I'm with that.
But just getting to the regional conversation, right? It's such a sound that's very unique to a particular area, particular Atlanta, Georgia, or just the Southeast, if you want to go that far. hey, what can we say? The internet has made everything so accessible. We're saying dead ass, and I ain't been in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have borrowed each other's lingo so much
It's true.
to where, I have a St. Louis regional accent, but I'm saying other words that don't apply to how
Right.
we rock out here.
Right. And even experiencing those types of things in college is like, we lightheartedly made fun of other regions for their type of slang and things like that. People make fun of us for the ERs and all
Yeah.
that. Like it's cool, it's in jest. But with social media making everything so accessible, you'll get St. Louis people saying dead ass. You'll get Southern people using West Coast slang, and and vice versa and all that. So from Metro Boomin's perspective, he's saying that we need to bring regional music back. I'm not all the way against it. I'm not against it.
Well, when regional rap was a thing, right? Especially in the mid 2000s, it felt like people were more prideful about rap because I'm truly representing where I'm from.
Right.
So if I'm the best from where I'm from, this is what we sound like.
Right.
So the rap is gonna be different. The rap is gonna be a little bit more intentional. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Even though I'm making rap about where I'm from and the things that I've experienced being in this area, I still want it to be the best reflection.
Yep.
So
exactly.
that's why, a lot of our rappers now, like, Freddie Gibbs is from Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Does he have a Midwestern flow? Absolutely. But if you ask somebody where he's from, you can't tell.
They wouldn't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like JID is from Atlanta. Does he sound like an Atlanta nigga? No. And he was raised up in what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So nothing's wrong with you not sounding like where you're from, but it still should be, you should be part of a 3-4-headed monster, some type of movement to where you represent Atlanta still, or your place, you know what I'm saying, to where it doesn't bother you. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm getting lost, but yeah.
I got you. Yeah, so at this point, do you think it'll be easy or difficult to move back to more regionally sounding music? Because
rappers have to be okay with working with producers that's only from their area.
Okay.
Because remember, we had the conversation about Kendrick and Tyler.
Yeah.
You see how they slide on West Coast beats because they was raised on it.
True.
But that ain't how they music typically sound. And you see what happens when Kendrick get on the West Coast beat, people lose their minds, like, oh, GNX is big, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's but when he pours his all into some regular, his regular beats, they be like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
But see, is that because that's not what Kendrick did throughout his like at all in his career just now? Like, do you think that's the reason?
Well, people would say that he's leaning back into the West Coast music because of the Drake stuff.
And I can see why people would say that, and maybe to a certain degree that's true. But I think one thing that Kendrick has done throughout his career that we talk about all the time, the greatest artists, they reinvent themselves every album. And that's what this is.
And then we always say we want people to go back to certain things, and then when they do it,
now it's like, oh no, but I ain't mean him.
No. Like, you want the old insert rapper,
yeah.
But when they actually go back and do it, you're like, man, it's dated, or this sounds too much like, okay, well, what do you want?
Well,
and this is the thing, we always say this: it's never on the artist to tell. The artist has to do what they're going to do because we don't know what we want. That's the thing. We don't know what we want.
The consumer never knows until they actually get it.
Exactly.
So artists, keep doing y'all thing.
Like, but if we're gonna get back to a point where it's regional rap, I would love that.
Yeah.
I want a New York guy to sound like New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like none of that New York drill stuff. Like, 504 and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain guys, like
where the New York the hardest New York artist recently was Scarlett.
Like, we waiting on Cardi to drop the Restore the Feeling.
Man, look, wait, don't she got an album coming?
Yes,
did she say her album was coming out like soon?
Yeah,
I think it's called "Am I the Drama" or "Am I the Problem?" Something like that.
Listen, Cardi gonna restore the feeling, man.
Yeah, we'll see. Damn near 10 years later, goddamn it. We shall see.
Hey, man, let's talk about something else, man, real quick. I think this was an interesting topic, right? So BET's new CEO, I forgot his name though. I didn't even know, BET switched. That's how long we have not been paying attention to BET.
Right.
But pretty much he was talking about how the Soul Train Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards would be postponed. They have not been canceled, but they're been postponed. So it's something that they're looking at, kind of just reevaluating certain things. So Johnny, what do you think about that?
That's some bullshit. Listen. Okay, there's a couple ways to look at this, right?
Okay.
We can look at this from the business aspect, and we can look at this from the cultural aspect. Which one you want to do first?
Cultural.
Okay, so from the cultural aspect, I'm gonna say the writing was on the wall the year that they did the BET Hip Hop Awards in that fucking club in Vegas.
Okay.
They didn't have any there was no performances.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even recall if there were ciphers. If they were, they weren't good.
Yeah.
And nobody was actually there to accept any awards except for Travis Scott for getting like the Icon Award or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the how we're used to the BET Hip Hop Awards being where you have a room full of people, you got the stars, you get the cipher, the dope ciphers. It was none of that. It was literally in a club with Fat Joe hosting, sitting on a section bench, a section couch. I knew then the writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
Like, because where do you even go from there? Because the Hip Hop Awards itself has slowly decreased in production and all of that for, I would say, at least since COVID. Let's just say since COVID.
Yeah.
So if that's the way we're going, it was only inevitable for them to want to postpone.
We'll go be honest. BET Hip Hop Awards ain't never really been a thing. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of forced it. You know what I'm saying?
You think so? Like all time? Listen, we really used to gather and watch the Hip Hop Awards. I mean, only specifically for the ciphers, but we would still get a dope performance here and there. Yeah. But it was a thing.
Yeah, the ciphers are the most memorable thing.
Oh, for sure.
You can't name one year that such and such hosted it and it was cool. Like you can't remember one memorable performance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the cipher, like if that's the case, we just doing ciphers, just put them shits out.
Just put
that's why I said
show of ciphers.
That's why I said like it's never really been a thing. If all we can say is this one thing. Like, yeah, we gathered around because it was new, but it lost its luster quicker than the BET Awards did.
That's true.
Like I would probably say about year 3, we was out of here.
Damn, you know year 3? That's crazy.
Think about it. I mean, well, maybe I'm not giving it enough.
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I really remember from any hip hop awards are the ciphers. Like that's literally the only thing.
And this is the thing too, right? We have gotten away from our stars really endorsing BET Hip Hop Awards or any black show. It feels like we have a lack of new stars. I've always said that we're running out of niggas. So I can't it was surprising that Kendrick and SZA even showed up to the BET Awards show this year because they were on tour. Yep. But would they have showed up? I don't know.
Probably not. Maybe SZA, but definitely not Kendrick.
But none of the biggest rappers or the hottest rappers, right, even go to the Hip Hop Awards. And this is y'all show. This is a show to celebrate hip hop. So we can't keep doing icon awards for the OGs, which are great because we're giving them their flowers. But it's only so many 2000 rappers that we can celebrate. They ain't gonna bring you no ratings.
Right.
We can say, hey, we're celebrating the year Nelly got his icon award. Nelly's deserving of it, but ain't nobody go specifically tune into the hip hop awards for Nelly.
Yeah.
So you got to get the younger crop of rappers to participate, or you got to get Drake, you got to get Kendrick, you got to get Cole, you got to get all these rappers, right? You got to get them in there,
and that's how you know there's a lack of star power and
if we depending on the 35 plus rappers to save the day
still. Right, because look, we saw what happened at the BET Awards. That shit was lit, but they was reliving the 2000s.
That's all they had. That's what they was on. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's insane. So from the business aspect, I actually got 2 bullet points here. So BET CEO Scott Mills clarified the iconic award shows are not being eliminated, but are being reconsidered for potential relocation to streaming or other platforms.
Well, BET has failed us as a channel as more, right? Because ain't nothing but TPN, Tyler Perry Network. That's all it is, right?
That's true.
So if if it ain't in the Tyler Perry Network, it ain't really working right now. So what other reasons do we even tune into the channel for? And then do we even keep up with the award show season for them? No, like I didn't like. I mean, I'll be honest. Like the Soul Train Awards are amazing because it definitely highlights like blackness, right?
Mhm.
Unique blackness. Like it's gonna get some R&B. You'll get your gospel, maybe a little bit of rap, but it's mostly like those R&B type of lifestyle type of awards, like in that space.
Okay, because I was going to say, what's the difference between the Soul Train Awards and the BET
BET?
Awards?
I don't know.
Different network? Shit, I don't know.
No, because
Not either.
because even then Soul Train got picked up by BET, but we watched the clips, so it's like, but it's like nobody's watching TV, right? Per se.
And that's the other point. It's like, yeah, they had Kai Cenat and Drewski at the BET Awards this year to get the notice out to the streaming generation because that's where they watch their content. But for me, I don't have cable. So for me to I can't even watch the BET Awards unless I'm like logged into a cable app or it's not, I don't even think they show it on BET Plus. So I wouldn't have a way to actually watch it unless I go to my mom's house or something.
And then BET Plus is behind a paywall.
Yep.
Like I mean, regular cable is a paywall, but to have an app and you have to pay, like imagine paying and you got to watch an award show. That's crazy.
I know. This other bullet point says the decision to suspend the BET Awards comes amidst a significant decline in live TV ratings for award shows, with the 2025 BET Awards experience a 50% drop in viewership compared to the previous year.
That's crazy.
And that's even more crazy knowing that a lot of us watched it this year.
Well, considering even the major awards are shaking stuff up. And if they don't have the money or the resources to make us watch, respectfully, the Oscars and the Grammys, the ones that everybody has a tendency to care about,
right? I imagine putting on a award show for television costs a lot of money.
Well, you have to think about it like this, right? It's quiet when it happens quietly over there, but right now it's a whole announcement. And the reason I'm saying is like MTV. When is the MTV VMAs?
I feel like it's coming. I might have seen something recently about it, but I mean,
even if it did, like, what's gonna make you watch that?
Who watches music videos?
Because this is the thing, right? Yeah, the VMA, but that's always been for the MTV crowd, right?
Crazy.
You better off just getting Drewski and Casanat to go over there and do it too, because their audience is more so the MTV crowd than is BET. Yeah, they're black, but
still,
we know how this game,
right? Right.
So, but no, it's just like when you think about it, like MTV, like they had the movie awards, they had the European awards, like all this stuff got quietly phased out. You ain't heard the MTV movie award in God knows how long.
Sure haven't.
You ain't seen the golden popcorn in a minute.
They might have merged the two and we don't know.
Exactly.
They might have merged the movie awards and the VMAs together.
But what happened to the Nickelodeon awards, the Kids' Choice Awards?
Gone.
But
all that slime
but what's so funny? All these channels I just named are under one umbrella.
Just about to say.
So if they ain't pumping money more so into the mainstream stuff, it's only so long they go, give us money to keep our shit moving. What I'm saying?
It's only so much money that you can get in sponsorships. And yes. I don't know if you remember, I can't remember which awards and which year it was, but it sounded like every award that was presented was sponsored by Doritos, sponsored by Pepsi, or sponsored by whoever.
You'll keep putting the name in your face.
Yeah, like that was nasty.
Yeah,
that was nasty. And honestly, if I'm the CEO and I'm looking at the books and I see all of these award shows are losing me money every year, more and more money, I would try to figure out how I can switch it up too.
BET needs to reinvent themselves too. So it's a lot that needs to go into that. And if we have to postpone a hip hop award show that don't know where to come to, Soul Train Awards, like we starting to lose a lot of our R&B legends. But like you said, what's the difference between that and the BET Awards? So should we put all of our eggs into this BET award show, which is proven that that's probably what you need to do
for sure.
But
and if I'm being honest, I kind of never understood why we had a BET Hip Hop Award separate from the BET Awards, because those hip hop acts still get honored at the BET Awards.
That's true too, but you got to be a big artist, like like how when the BET Awards first started, you had Jay, Snoop, like you had the main guys there, but hip hop is supposed to spread across the producers, like the DJ of the year, new and upcoming people that probably wouldn't get that shine. And I still think that hip hop needs an award show, so I'm just kind of unfortunate. I'm kind of hurt that BET can't keep it going.
Yeah.
But the source couldn't keep it going either. And honestly, yeah, those awards are for the culture. But like I always say, the AMAs, the Grammys, those dictate how much our rappers really get paid when it comes to like things that they really want to do.
Yeah.
So it's great being acknowledged by the culture, but they always go chase a Grammy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So my question is for you, how do you think that they can for the awards specifically, right?
Yeah.
The hip hop awards and the Soul Train awards. How do you think they should move forward to get more viewership?
Well, I mean, like you said, like you have to find a way to get big names to buy in.
Yeah.
I think that's one. Then that obviously can work with your sponsorship dollars. Like I know there's a lot of business relationships. You got to rub elbows with some people to make some stuff shake. I don't think that I'm fully into the streaming aspect of it because of a award show. I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's an award show on that I deem like I want to watch, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
2-3 hours, cool. But at the same time, it has to have some type of great production value, and I know that costs money.
Yeah.
But if you don't have it, what are we doing here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I even imagine it costs to get MC like to do her MC thing. You know, like to narrate. You know what I'm saying? So all those things cost.
Listen, man, I think at this point they need to lean into the streaming more.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't necessarily mean get your Casanets and all of these streamers to go to the awards, even though I felt like that was actually a good thing for them this year. But I'm assuming they own part of it, if not all of the Paramount Plus app. Talk to the CEO of Twitch. Like, get to one of these streaming platforms where you can simultaneously stream to your legacy audience and the new audience. And that's how you get more viewership. Yeah. It's going to be, for years, I've been saying, hell, even YouTube maybe. For years, I've been saying, why are these not streamed anywhere? Like, I don't want to have to go behind, a paywall that I don't pay for already. Mm-hmm. To be able to watch these awards. Like, I should be able to turn on Twitch, turn on YouTube, turn on Netflix or whatever other app that I already pay for to watch this shit. I shouldn't have to have cable or or have somebody's cable subscription to log into BET.com to watch this shit. Like, that's crazy to me.
And that's the only time you go over there.
That's crazy. Right, man, what?
BET doesn't have original programming for you to even say tap into. So, like, say if you had an original program, like drama series, like something outside of the Tyler Perry network. We're not even doing this, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like when they talking about doing like 106 in sports with Cam or something like that.
Yeah,
I ain't seen it.
Where is that gonna go? That's not gonna go on BET, is it? BET Plus, but you got to pay for that. Like,
I don't know. It's a lot, bro.
It's crazy. Listen, y'all. Listen, if I'm the CEO, I get it. I see what you're doing. Mm-hmm. But culturally, we just made it insignificant.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there's no resolve for you. No answer.
I mean, unless they put this shit on streaming somewhere, but I don't think that's gonna happen. No, okay. Let me clarify. Put it on a streaming app that we don't have to pay for. Let me say that, because you can get to your YouTubes, you can get to your Twitches,
Tubi.
Or hell, the Super Bowl was on Tubi. If the Super Bowl could do that shit, BET Hip Hop Awards could be on fucking Tubi. Yeah. Like, come on. All right.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, let us know what y'all think about that topic, man. But let's get into this blur segment. No big blur news this week.
Yeah.
But there is some news out there, right?
It is
some stuff, right? Kevin Feige. He's been doing a lot of chatter.
A lot of talking.
A lot of talking. I don't like it. I don't know. It's like he's telling us like how, the movie scripts have been made and certain things that, pretty much how he fumbled on certain things.
Man,
like,
what?
He copied a lot of pleas.
That's a fact.
So Johnnie might get into a little bit more of the details than I do, but just the head of the MCU, which is Kevin Feige, we know the business. So just kind of going over what phase 5 and phase 6, phase 5 and what phase 6 will be, and then moving forward. So Johnnie.
Yeah. So if I recall correctly, Kevin Feige was at San Diego Comic-Con when he made a lot of these comments. Okay. Either doing interviews or doing like the Hall H joint, like whatever. So I got a few bullet points and we could just talk about these, right?
Bet.
So this first bullet point says Kevin Feige admits post-Endgame Marvel focused on quantity over quality. I think that's clear cut, clear as day. All these Disney Plus shows, how many of a movie, like 3 movies a year, like I think that's clear cut. I don't think we even got to get into that.
Yeah.
It says Avengers Secret Wars will reset singular timelines and reboot the MCU. And the plans post Secret Wars is a 7-year plan through 2032. How you feel about that?
I don't like it because, like you said, like Marvel has done a lot to step on their product since 2019.
True.
It's been a lot of mid, you know what I'm saying? Like the mid was spread out throughout those first 3 phases.
Mm-hmm.
But now we just like 4 or 5. We like, whoo, like, you know what I'm saying?
it was rough. A lot of content.
It was a lot of content, and a lot of this stuff felt like homework. A lot of this should not feel like homework. This is just a freedom. This is an escape. This is something that should be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Everything don't have to be groundbreaking and win awards, and you know, everything don't have to make $1 billion in the box office. But I understand that their job is to make money.
Yeah.
But you would hope that they make a great product.
You would think
the product got to stand.
It's true.
The product ain't been standing. So I don't know, bro. Like I don't really care to know about a 2032 plan if none of the stuff that's in the current is just okay or it's been getting half-assed. So that's not going to make me excited for the future.
That's real. And I think we talked about this after the mic last week, but even the way that they've been marketing the films in phases 4 and 5 has been inconsistent.
Yeah.
Some of those movies we didn't get initial teaser trailers until like 3 and 4 months before the film. But right now they're teasing the new Spider-Man a whole year in advance. Like
Doomsday a year in advance.
Like these are the discrepancies that we've seen throughout these last 2.5 phases, right? Which is crazy. And then he also says that Miles Morales is not allowed in the MCU yet. Do you care?
Yeah, dude. It's like, because quietly his movies are better than the live action trilogy.
It's true.
Like Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse,
all that shit,
all of them better than Homecoming, Homegoing, Across from Home, Far from Home, like
coming home.
Like it don't matter about none of that. Like so if Miles is cooking Peter Parker's live films right now.
But see, that's the thing though. I feel like you have so much more freedom with animated features versus live action.
Well, it's the storytelling, bro. They listen. You let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man ain't stood on his own yet.
Not in these films.
Listen, he too codependent. So yes, Spider-Man is a beloved character, but right now he ain't hitting on shit. So yes, it kind of matters that listen, no Spider-Man films will make money. Don't get me wrong.
True.
And I hopefully in Brand New Day with him being more like street level,
mm-hmm.
I hope we get some real Peter Parker. He ain't fooling with none of the Avengers. Like it's just him.
Well, it's funny you say that because his next bullet point says John Bernthal is confirmed to return in the new Spider-Man as the Punisher.
I rock with that though. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Because well, for one, the Punisher hasn't been in live action.
Okay.
So I'm kind of rolling with that. Yes, it's still a crossover, so I'm moonwalking a little bit, but it ain't Tony Stark, it ain't Doctor Strange,
it ain't one of those big A-list characters that we've seen.
And people may not even be hip to the Punisher, which is good too.
True. Now, I'm with the Punisher being in this movie. I just hope it's not another small cameo like Daredevil was.
You wanted to, but do you want it to be a team up too, like where him and Punisher are really like
shit? I feel like it got to be one or the other. Either he gonna show up real quick, one scene,
but this is the thing. Like you said, we had an inkling, or like it was a little spider sense that
Peter Tingle,
right? That your man's Daredevil's gonna be in the film.
Yeah,
that was rumored, right?
It was.
He was in and out though. But the fact that we know that he gonna be there is team up. Like we know this right now.
So does that go back to your point of you don't want this to be a team up? Because now, like
I just didn't like how he's so codependent on everybody.
Yeah.
Like at least in the first one, like you needed man to make your suits. Like it's so much.
You're right.
It's like Peter ain't been able to do what Peter Parker's been able to do. Like you know what I'm saying?
You're right, because the first Homecoming was Tony Stark. Far From Home it was Nick Fury.
And then even then, Mysterio was a Stark guy.
And then you had the other Spider-Man and the Sinister Six in the last one.
Nostalgia was carrying the last film. That's why it made a billion.
No, that's facts.
So
That's facts.
when it gets to this, I'm not mad at Peter having a little sidekick, saying the Punisher is a sidekick, but I feel like if it's still a more contained story to where, Brand New Day don't feel like it has to be a part of this MCU thing. I mean, the big connected universe, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. If we tell good stories, I'm okay with it.
Right.
Stop trying to connect shit.
Speaking of telling good stories, now we don't got to stay here, but he said there were 4 versions of Blade that were developed. And the final take was in modern day. I just want to throw that. It don't really matter. I just want to throw it out there.
They've been cooking Blade, bro. Like it's like people have said it. Even the whites that we disagree with, right? They said we just want to see him kill vampires.
That's it.
It really ain't that hard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Low key, you can steal the formula from Van Helsing and then just do it. Like we've seen vampire movies time and time again throughout history.
But it has to be an MCU film, though.
But I mean, hell, we just seen Fantastic Four. That shit ain't feel like no MCU film. And it's the 3rd iteration in live action for them.
But
4th, technically, the one that didn't come out.
But we have never seen that. We never seen Blade like this.
4 versions. I don't know.
Listen, I'm with you though, but they have. I'm not confident in what Marvel does. Because hold on, and then this is kind of this is some hypocrisy shit, right?
What happened?
Because then they say they don't finish writing scripts when they film these movies.
I mean, maybe the 4 versions that they came up with didn't have 3rd acts. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, it's like people have said this, like when it comes to like those big films, especially Russo films, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't write, they don't finish writing them. The script is not finished when they shooting. So
that's why these shit's been trash.
Exactly. So if we got a quality control issue like that, and y'all was waiting on the Blade script to be finished, well, I would actually prefer you to have it finished. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, if you did all that for the Avengers film, the big films, how we getting here?
That's crazy.
I don't know, crazy. But
I'm gonna skip to these last 2.
Okay.
Iconic Marvel characters like Iron Man and Captain America will eventually be recast.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I feel like we're gonna be so far removed from Steve Rogers and Tony Stark that at some point, at least because we know we were there from inception, but it's gonna be a whole generation of kids and teens that don't even know about this for real.
Listen, they hit it on the nose when they got RDJ and Chris Evans to play these roles, and they played them well through the first 3 phases.
Yeah.
But however, we've seen multiple Batman, we've seen multiple Superman, we've seen multiple superheroes. True. So it's like we can kind of get out of our own way, but it's just know.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it'll work.
This last point I see, it says Marvel planned to shift from Kang to Dr. Doom even before Jonathan Majors got fired.
Okay.
Definitely, that's a big lie.
You ain't gotta
that's
lie,
a
bro.
big lie.
Listen, the whole film said Kang Dynasty. We have talked about it on this platform, and then for you to say it goes to Doomsday, like we just skipping. I still think Kang has a place here.
Man, what? Yes, absolutely. Even though we ain't seen him in a few films, it don't matter.
But this is the thing, right? They never set him up properly. They made him feel more of a threat in the Loki series than he did in the actual Ant-Man film.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm a casual moviegoer and I see that this is supposed to be the big bad that they're promoting, and Ant-Man beat his ass, Ant-Man won. And that's with all due respect. And he ain't killed nobody, did he?
You talking about that version of Kang? Not in that movie, no. But he talked about killing people previously.
But it's like, you ain't killed Hank Pym. Like, there's no threat here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody made it out, and then all these things don't have payoffs. Like, yeah, we got Scott Lang and Janet Van Dyne's daughter. What's the daughter name? Lil Wasp? I don't know.
Lil Wall Stinger.
Yeah,
Stinger. I
Stinger.
think I should Stinger.
We got all these young kids running around here for Young Adventures. They gonna be
37.
Man,
Talking
what?
about
talking
Talking
about
about
young
Young
Avengers. So it's like they doing all these
It's
things
like-
with virtually no payoff. So I'm not emotionally invested in none of this stuff because like we keep talking about how we go get to next December with Doomsday and give two you know what's about the Avengers and them and Doctor Doom that we haven't seen yet. Like it's like how can we've only seen Doctor Doom one time
hell, didn't even really see
and
him
didn't really see him.
Didn't see him.
So it's like, how can we really care about this? So they're pretty much looking for another Spider-Man Far From Home. I mean, no, what's the name of the one with all the Spider-Man in No Way Home?
No Way Home.
They're banking on that because clearly we have seen they have gotten every X-Men character, every you know, they got everybody in here just to give you one big nostalgia grab. I just hope the story's good.
I hope so too. Listen, I feel like it was easier to do that type of story with Infinity War and Endgame because the groundwork for those games were laid for 12 years.
Yes.
We don't have that now. The groundwork for phases 4 and 5 have not been the best.
What there's not gonna, and I don't say, and I don't think that they should try to recapture that, but there's no payoff here, right? Because you got to remember how crazy it was when Cap, summoned what's the
Mjolnir.
Yeah. Like that was a payoff.
That was a
moment, and it took what 4 years to build that up.
Yeah,
even him saying Avengers Assemble took what 4 years to build up.
No,
that's like y'all need to start putting some respect on Age of Ultron. I will never forgive y'all for that. Age of Ultron gave us some gems, baby.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
But I'm just saying, like,
listen, man,
there's no payoff here. There's not going to be a moment where I'll be like, where we should just be ultimately cheering because it was such a groundbreaking moment for like Endgame and Infinity War and stuff like that. Thanos won, but we saw him go throughout and send people. Like he sent Loki, he sent Ronan. Like you know what I'm saying? He sent people.
True.
So it's like when it gets to what's the payoff? Like there's nothing for me to really say, hey, I'm emotionally invested in these characters if they win, lose, or draw. Nothing. I don't even care if the villain wins. It's like even though we know that's possibly gonna happen.
I think the only quote unquote payoff from Doomsday is that a lot of these legacy characters will probably be killed.
Yeah.
And then from Secret Wars, I think the payoff is we've been seeing the mess that timelines are and all that shit, universes. The payoff there is that there's going to be one singular timeline going forward.
Yeah.
And does it really matter if the next films after that are not good? It's not going to matter. It's not gonna matter. So
you say it don't matter if after Secret Wars.
After Secret Wars and whoever dies and whoever lives remains in whatever current timeline is going to be. Is that going to ultimately matter if all the films after that, like let's just take take the X-Men film. X-Men is supposed to come out sometime after Secret Wars, right? If that film's not good, the payoff from Secret Wars don't matter.
Okay, now I follow what you were saying because it sounded like you said none of this. I don't know, maybe I just heard it wrong, but even like Black Panther 3, all this stuff, all those come after Secret Wars.
Yes,
so
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but clearly we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, bro?
Listen, if you are on YouTube, hit that comment section and let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and we will catch y'all next week. Now, if you